The last iOS 19 video that we put out, the biggest iOS leak ever.
Mm-hmm.
That was a challenge to put out, probably the most challenging video in a long time.
That's fair.
Behind the scenes, like I know if you watch the video, it's a nice, fun video.
Mm-hmm.
It's, classic front page tech. Behind the scenes, anything but classic. Insanely dramatic. So dramatic.
Bienvenidos
Oh, hi. Hello.
to Recycle Bin episode.
Can you get this?
What's wrong? Wait, episode 28?
Can you
What?
get... My microphone is stuck. Can you get it?
Not stuck
Just
at all.
kidding. It's not stuck.
Is that a... You just got a bunch
I was
of
trying
Diet
to mime
Cokes.
it. Meme it? Mime it?
Welcome to Recycle Bin
Who are the
episode
people with the
28.
striped shirts that do, like...
Waiters?
You know, they pretend they're in a box?
Homeless? No.
A meme?
Mimes. Okay, welcome to Recycle Bin episode 28.
Welcome to the show.
Vern needs to...
Hang on. Quiet on set. How was that? That's a fresh DC right there.
Yeah. Got a lot of Diet Coke today.
Both are for me. I don't know what you're... Or should we put it in the middle and whoever gets it first gets it? Whoever finishes first.
I don't think I'm going to need it.
Oh. Me either.
Did you write this note? I'm sorry. Did you write this note in here? Vern needs to get progressively goofier?
Oh, yeah, I did.
When was this? What a weird start to the episide, but you threw me off so hard with the mic
so
thing.
here's the thing.
And then this note.
There was a night where I had supplements
Oh, okay.
in me.
Like, gotcha, like creatine.
Yeah, like creatine.
Uh-huh.
And you know how creatine is psychoactive.
Yeah, it makes you high.
I put some stuff in the notes that I don't recall.
Okay.
But I remember how it felt when I wrote them, and I know it felt important.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's address some business, and then we'll get to your nonsensical notes.
Goofier.
We missed a week. Hi, welcome to the Missed a Week podcast.
Yeah, hi. Oh, that's what I meant. I think I wanted you to get, because last week your intro was funny, and I read a comment that someone said Burn is on one today. And I just thought it'd be funny if your intros became way more unhinged as
Every
we went
time?
on. Like
I
how
mean,
Jeff from Rooster Teeth
would
did
do
the ad
ads.
reads. Yeah.
Yeah. I did open this one with Spanish.
Yeah, so far so good.
Yeah,
Okay.
You threw me off. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, so we missed a week, everybody. Sorry about that.
Not really.
I guess...
If you think about it,
Okay.
we are recording the same week that it was supposed to go out.
That's true. Some scheduling issues have occurred, so Recycle Bin Mania is getting pushed back.
Some scheduling issues.
Yeah.
Recycle Bin Mania next week. Well, Recycle Bin... No. We do Recycle Bin. WrestleMania hasn't happened yet.
Yes, we do. We do make Recycle Bin. That's what we're doing right now.
WWE
actually.
does not. They make the other thing. They make
Yeah.
the cooler thing.
That's true. So, with that being said, today's going to be a normal chill episode, just with the boys.
What does that even mean? What is a normal chill episode, and why is that scary?
I'm sure space will be brought up. I'm sure.
Nah.
There's a note in here that I can't wait to ask you about. But yeah, so normal episode, and then voicemails from you.
The viewer. The listener.
404-919-5530. Give us a call. Leave us a message. Leave us a question, a comment. Yell at us. I don't know. Tell us what your favorite leisure time activity is.
Oh, how fun. You vamp.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a pop quiz.
Yeah, okay. So this is the first episode of Recycle Bin that we are recording after our iOS 19 leak video.
The second one. Well, it's the third one, technically, I guess.
Okay, you're right. Fair enough.
We've done so many episodes of this new season. I was trying to go back to an old season. I had to scroll for a very long time.
I'm pulling up the views now because this is... It may not currently be, but you guys really like that video.
Yeah, I mean, not to toot our own horns, but we're averaging like 600,000 views per video right now.
Dude, I am... I got to level with you. I am still, in my head, I feel like we're still making a piece of content that is stuck at like 312 views.
I thought you were going to say like 100,000 because that's how I feel.
Oh, no.
It has lost meaning.
Yeah, I can't comprehend the numbers anymore.
Well, I'm
very happy, but it's
obviously
just
very grateful, very happy. I mean, if you told 2013 us, we would have lost our fucking minds.
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, like I remember a video that we did. We introduced a new series called FPT Now, which was our idea of trying to be first with a video. So it was like Front Page Tech would come out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but if like a breaking news story happened, like the first one was when Verizon dropped service contracts.
We would scramble to get that out like same day within a couple hours if we could.
Yeah, and it would be shorter and faster, and the timing was pretty great on them. They were usually consistently our most viewed videos just because of how topical they were.
They did well for us.
I remember our first FPT Now, like in the first day, got 1,000 views, and I remember going to the store that day and having just a surreal moment in the store, being like, wow, we're like famous now. Like, there's no going back now.
Dude, I remember we were there together. We were at a Walmart, and we were like, how many people are in this store right now? And how many people just watched our video? It was one of those moments.
I remember because I had the thought near, there was a book that had like dad jokes in it. That I just remember that was what I was seeing while I was thinking that stuff. Yeah, I was just thinking the other day how this doesn't sound like we're not bragging. I just want to bring perspective because I feel like these were numbers that I thought were never possible for us, but I always obviously you always want that. What they don't tell you is that it loses meaning completely.
Yeah, I mean, as an equivalent, like Mr. Beast is dead inside.
Oh yeah, like
obviously
the numbers are higher than I can comprehend. I can't read the comments. There's too many. Like I will read for the first hour, and then it's like the first hour. Usually, whatever is in, I will read the comments through the first hour, but after that, it's like every new comment is just repeating one of those. So
that actually reminds me, we need to address one of the comments that we got because it's in the notes.
Real quick, pop quiz.
Oh, right, yeah, quiz me, sure.
So this is the new season of Recycle Bin, the newest and the longest.
Yeah, and
but 5 years ago now, we were doing the show, and that's when we introduced voicemails. Do you remember the original phone number?
Oh my god, dude, I barely remember this phone number. What was the original? Do you know it?
404-913-4226. I don't know it. I looked it up.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what was why'd you want to quiz?
Oh, because we had just done the phone number for this, and I was like, I wonder what the old phone number was, because I remember it was also 404. And then I wanted to pop quiz you, and here we are. Okay.
I didn't pass it.
iOS 19 video.
Yeah. I just want to find it because somebody called you Josh.
Someone did do that.
Is it not in here anymore? It was like one of the top. Oh, there it is. Okay, I wanted to find it before I pull it up on here. Oh, what an incredible comment from the Landing Channel. Not Josh carrying all tech YouTubers.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I forgot to like it.
Keeping everyone fed over here. There's no.
And everybody's like, nobody picked up on the typo yet. And then you replied, "Who the fuck is Josh?"
Josh here, what's up?
Josh here, what's up? Dude, everybody is talking about... Everybody's calling you Josh.
Scroll down.
Okay.
I even read that with your high-pitched voice.
Your high-pitched? No, he's your high-pitched what the fuck voice. Because...
Oh, I see what you mean.
What the fuck?
Okay, is that what I do?
That's usually, yeah.
How do they know that?
Josh Grosser, that's you, baby.
There's more replies? What are
There's
you
11 replies
about?
on this.
Oh, my
371 little thummies.
Well, in my notes, I left a thing where when I was taking my creatine, I said something like, "What is there an inside joke I'm not aware of?" Because I kept seeing people call me Josh. Are you telling me multiple people are calling me Josh just from that one comment?
Oh yeah, that's pretty widespread. This might be your alter ego moment.
No. I hope not. It feels like on some other show somewhere, someone was like, "Let's call John Josh," until he notices, and I noticed.
You ever just have your name changed without your permission? Because it's about to happen to you.
No, not if you don't encourage it.
I'm not encouraging it.
You're gonna.
No,
they're gonna call into the show and call me Josh.
I am not encouraging anybody to call into the show and call you Josh.
but you are.
I'm not.
I can see your words are saying one thing, your eyes are saying another. So don't call in and say Josh. Yeah, our video came out 10 days ago at this point. Our follow-up to a follow-up to Mark Gurman, basically.
And what did Gurman say?
Nothing.
Weird.
Oh, kind of. 9to5Mac wrote an article about that. And in a tweet reply to 9to5Mac, in their tweet that had the link to the article, he said, this is not going to hold up well. Yeah, that's what he said. Oh, and he retweeted his own tweet from...
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah. So, anyway, that ha. But...
Ha.
I want to say out of this came my favorite article ever written.
I see that.
About...
You'd link that.
Yeah. People have written articles about us. That tends to happen. But this is... You have to have a Medium account, I think, to read the whole article.
Let's see.
Could be wrong.
Apple's... you ready for me to read
do you want to read the whole thing?
No.
Okay.
Apple's leakers just went nuclear, and we're all witnesses to the greatest iOS leak in history. That's from Juan Cienfuegos.
Sounds good to me. We'll put the link in the show notes.
Yeah. It's a 5-minute read. Who's that in the background?
Oh, that's an AI-generated picture of me and Mark Gurman fighting. I forgot to mention that.
That's pretty funny.
And that's Mark Gurman.
You know who you look like?
Who?
Matt Philly.
Oh, shout out Matt Philly.
Yeah, dude. What's up, Matt?
If anyone remembers Swash and TV, Swash and TV's still around, but if you remember Pimp My Setup,
I was going to say, he still makes content.
Yeah, but Pimp My Setup is dead,
remembers
I think he burnt out and killed the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty good...
I'll read you a little bit.
Do you have a Medium account?
I made one to read this. It all started with a camera app. No, seriously, the humble little rectangle you used to snap a bunch of pics and blurry cat videos accidentally ignited the most chaotic, hilarious, and wildly revealing leaker battle in Apple history. And we, the terminally online, the gadget obsessed, the people who refresh Twitter during keynotes, got front row seats. Welcome to the Apple Leaker Civil War, where petty feuds, anonymous sources, and recreated UI mockups collided to give us the most complete iOS leak ever months before Apple's official WWDC unveiling. But to really understand the drama, you need to meet the main characters.
Yeah, choose your fighter.
This is how they describe Gurman and I.
Okay.
You've got Mark Gurman on one side, the veteran Bloomberg reporter with a track record that's basically flawless. That's basically incorrect.
Yeah.
He would like you to believe that, though.
A little embellishing.
He's the kind of guy who always shows up to the group project with a color-coded spreadsheet, a backup USB drive, and perfect lighting on Zoom. When he says Apple is doing something, it's usually because he already saw the internal memo. Okay. Then there's John Prosser and the Front Page Tech crew. Chaotic, hilarious, and somehow always 2 steps ahead of the leaks that they swear are real but recreated from scratch to protect sources. It's like watching a tech news show hosted by your favorite conspiracy-loving cousin, and somehow, half the time, he's right.
That's so accurate.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Those two don't exactly go out for coffee together, which brings us to the tweet. And they mentioned Mark Gurman's tweet.
Dude,
again.
This is a very well-written article.
Yeah, it's complete timeline, Mark's tweet,
Hell
our videos. And then they go, it's an article about the news, so they do cover everything that we covered in the video, but the way it ends is also good. The bigger picture, why this leak is different. Normally, iOS leaks don't happen. Apple's software division is notoriously tight-lipped. Builds are fragmented across teams, assets are hidden, even insiders rarely see the full picture. But this time, we got everything. Not because Apple slipped, but because 2 of the biggest Apple insiders got into a clout war. And whether or not Apple intended this to happen, smirk face, it's driving more excitement to the keynote than Apple ever could. WWDC is 2 months away, and we already know the punchline. And then they end the article with final thoughts and maybe a truce.
Yeah.
Gurman might be right, and the final build will include some more features. That's fine. Prosser might be right that what we're seeing now is the closest we've ever gotten to a complete iOS leak. That's also fine. What's not fine? Pretending this isn't one of the most entertaining pre-release sagas in Apple history. A petty tweet turned into the most comprehensive iOS leak ever, and we're all here for it. So whether you're Team Gurman or Team Prosser, just remember, we won. We got the drama, we got the receipts, and most importantly, we got to see iOS 19 first.
Dude.
Beautiful article. That's what we want. We want fun.
That was good. Exactly.
Notice how I didn't read any of the news part.
No.
Because they wrote about the fun part. Juan gets it.
Very well written.
Thank you, Juan.
Yeah, absolutely.
From your conspiracy-loving cousin.
Dude, you have no idea how accurate that is.
I'll leave a link down in the show notes. Go.
It's like
comment and tell him we sent you.
It's like he watches Recycle Bin. If he doesn't, and he just called
He's
that,
about to today,
dude. Man, how would you box Mark Gurman?
Oh yeah, it'd fuck him up. Respectfully.
That might be the intro clip.
I mean, I don't have a boxing background at all, but I have a bit of a martial arts background, and I'm not saying that I like fantasize about beating Mark Gurman up. I don't. I would love to go to coffee and shake his hand and
you say go to coffee.
Go have coffee and shake his hand and be like, the little fight we have online is like keeping kayfabe alive.
Yeah.
Because I like to believe that personally we don't actually feel this way about each other. Mm-hmm. But man, the tea in front of the public is the best part. I will keep that going forever. Kayfabe is real. But if he did ask me to box, I would say yes. Mm-hmm. And
that would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be not good.
What if he's training right now?
Doubt.
That's just what he does. What if he's a boxer?
Don't think so.
A lot of people do that for fitness. I'm just saying.
I mean,
Oh, okay. you feel like you got some tea on him. I see.
No,
yeah.
I don't think. No, I don't think he. If he's training for boxing, then I'll get fucked up. But I don't think he is.
Let's make it happen,
guys. What I
guys.
suggest is we do a boxing match without any training. We both commit to not training and just see what happens.
He ends up slapping each other.
That's fine.
Yeah. I think.
How many tickets do you think we could sell to a Mark Gurman, John Prosser boxing bout?
More than you'd think. If we stream it.
Mark, listen, man. I know it's all fun and games, and you're going to laugh at this privately, and you're not going to say anything publicly and pretend like we don't exist, which is fine. But if you do want to box me, I am 100% serious. I will do it.
That would be really fun.
I will do it.
That'd be a great time.
You name the place, the stipulations. I'll box you.
Look at
with sock and boppers if I have to.
Look at what iDubbbz. He did a Creator Clash. That did pretty well.
Yeah, except
it kind of sucked.
Yeah,
at some parts, but like overall,
I don't want Creator Clash. We're the main event.
You know who was
Jake Paul can go before us.
You know who was impressive in that? I didn't know Dr. Mike.
Oh yeah, Dr. Mike.
Goddamn fists.
Yeah, he do got them fists.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Biology. He knows where to hit you.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. He's gonna give you a fucking medical problem.
Okay.
I was gonna say.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't want to bring. I'm not trying to switch it to wrestling, but life would be better if everybody could just accept kayfabe as a like.
Oh, it would.
As a if for those who don't know, if you're still here for the Apple stuff and the normal people conversation, like a fake reality. Like, this sounds terrible, maybe, but I hope it's not terrible. Anyway. My wife Bridget and I, we don't fight really, but when we have arguments or like disagreements, even if there are like, I don't even know what to call them, like feelings involved.
Okay.
Right. I know what you mean. A negative feeling or like an anger or something like that. We can like
you're triggered.
We can like there's like the layer that is the argument, and then we can just switch to the other layer and be like.
Yeah.
Want to watch Survivor?
Yeah.
So yeah, let's watch Survivor. Let's hang out.
I know what you mean.
Want snacks? Cool. Like, and then you could like switch modes. Like, I wish everybody could do that. Like, like we're Gurman. Mm-hmm. Dislike us online, and in person, just be like, "Hey, what's up, man?" Be cool.
Yeah, I think that's what it would be like in real life.
There's a very good chance.
There was an article that I read, I think from Macworld or no, I don't know, Apple Insider, somebody. Mm-hmm. Wrote an article about the Gurman me thing. Why'd you take that Coke?
I want it.
Did you finish yours?
No, not yet. Oh. I'm just preemptively having mine.
Okay.
Continue.
What if I run out and I'm parched?
Then you can have it.
Okay. Someone wrote that it's all one-sided and we are like taunting Mark and Mark has never acknowledged our existence. That is...
Yeah,
that is a very unfair way to put what Mark Gurman is. He's absolutely taunting us and is absolutely directly responding indirectly.
Yeah.
Just not using our names, because if he uses our name, someone's going to go watch our video and go, wow, they say the stuff Mark says, but...
He wants all the eyes on him.
Are you jorking it?
No, scratching my leg.
You're shaking that can, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. I'll just do the spin trick.
Yeah. Okay. Continue.
Before we leave our iOS 19 video, I do have something very...
You're not going to hold up. Hang on. Well, no.
Hang on.
I know, but can we finish the thought?
No.
This may be unrecoverable.
It has to be right after the Shaketh.
I know what you're saying, but this is a lot of risk.
There's only one way to know. And
Okay.
think about it. If this works out, a lot of people just learn something
Hey,
today.
before you open that, for audio listeners, I sneakily grabbed the unopened can of Diet Coke.
Yep.
Not sneakily. And then I started shaking it. Not sneakily either. And John is very confident in his spin ability.
You just place it on the table and slowly spin it around.
Uh-huh.
And supposedly, that means...
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive, all things considered.
I shook that a lot. So, is it flat?
It's a little flat.
Oh, well, you'll be fine.
That is fucking depressing. Damn, that sucks.
My bad.
Anyway, if you made it this far in the video, you got a little treat. I do want to mention, I don't even know if you know this exactly.
Oh, okay, I'll just listen.
This video was one of the most behind the scenes, and I can't give too much up, but there's like the standard stuff, right? What are you doing?
Nothing. I promise. I'm good. I'm just listening. I'm Googling something.
There's the standard process of... Okay, so that when there's sources working on stuff, multiple sources like that, you have to... Everyone needs to be protected in their own departments, basically. So... when we get the information, there's a layer of like, okay, out of this information, what can we share? Mm-hmm. And then they tell you that. And then that goes to Brian. And then we start writing everything, scripting the whole thing. And then that script is given back to them. Be like, okay, just double, triple check. We're not saying anything in this that shouldn't be in this. And then we film the video, edit the video. And then usually they get the video as it's being edited so they can see, again, last stage, is there anything that... For the people that think that we're like making it up, we are going through extreme lengths to protect people, like making sure that they hear and see everything we're showing on the screen, and they get to tell us, I'm not comfortable with that being in there, and without argument, we'll just remove it. Yeah. Like there is a major thing that we had in the video that would have been a bigger part of the news that we had to completely obfuscate.
It was like 2 to 3 minutes of additional content.
Yeah.
So to put it in perspective.
Yeah, and like a substantial, it would have been a headline in and of itself, unfortunately.
Probably.
But to protect the source, we got to do what we got to do, and you still got to see iOS 19, so that's cool. Mm-hmm. What you don't know is that it was supposed to release on a certain day, like a few days earlier than it did. Yeah. The day that it was supposed to release, a video leaked of me.
What?
Okay. There was a...
What, someone record you in your house?
Let's call it a video call between me and a source.
Oh, my God.
And, yeah.
I'm like I assume everything's fine, but I'm stressed hearing that.
Yeah, I was very stressed, yes.
What an interesting thing to not tell me.
There was a video call that had leaked of me and a source. It had leaked, I'm not going to say the publication's name, but it had leaked to a couple Apple-centric publications.
Okay.
And there was so many uh-ohs with there that were very, 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 very not good. Very bad situation. Because obviously, number one, it exposes the source a little bit.
Yeah, I just because this is news to me, can we talk about this?
Yeah.
Okay, just, yeah. I got to ask.
Well,
this is going
I'm
out
not
to people.
using direct,
Okay, okay.
There's way more specific stuff that I'm leaving out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what I'm saying. Don't worry.
All right, the situation has been resolved?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I'm like,
It had leaked to a couple publications, literally like, you see my face, and you can't hear the call, but you see some of it, I guess.
Yeah.
And it was very nerve-wracking for a couple reasons, because you're trying to protect everyone as it is. But also now other publications that could greatly benefit from the information that is in that piece of content could jump the shark on us, you know?
Yeah.
And they don't know what to leave out. They don't know who to protect or how to protect them. And so people are trying to get a hold of me from different publications to verify stuff, and I'm like, I'm losing my fucking mind. Behind the scenes, we're all losing our minds.
Except me, apparently.
Yeah. I thought I was going to have an aneurysm. And the decision was made, this can't go out today, which that decision alone makes it so hard because that left 3 days for one of these publications to say it first.
Yeah.
Even make their own mock-ups if they wanted to and post that. Or if they were really feeling spicy, like imagine posting that video. The views of like the tea of not just, here's iOS 19. This is a private call with John Prosser, who you see on the screen, his real-time reaction to iOS 19. Like, horrible.
Just curious, and we can talk in code here. Was this similar to what I have seen? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay, wowee.
Yep.
That'd be
Indeed.
real bad.
Yeah, real bad. Luckily, talking to... The interesting thing here is the two publications that had seen any of this are major competitors.
Okay. Competitors.
Yeah, like not to us.
Yeah. To each other.
They are, So it's like, are they going to race to see who posts first? How did competitors get it? Like, you know, a bunch of questions. But luckily, at the end of the day, and no one asked to be part of this, so I'm not going to use the publication's name or anyone else's name, but if you were part of this and you're watching this, I just want to say thank you. Everyone was insanely respectful.
Oh, that's impressive.
They told me right up front, we're not posting any of this. Like they respected protecting our sources.
Yeah.
Which is just like, that's fucking cool.
That
is.
Like,
because they could have benefited very much from all of that. They have taken many avenues and benefited from that. But the fact that like they respected our work, they respected that we were trying to protect people. They don't want to get the people in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, it also seems like a good business decision because, like,
they're going to get the views anyway when we post our video.
I'm going to say, like, if everything goes, if we go down, you're not going to get as many leaks.
Yeah,
you have less headlines.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's true. And they were just like, both of them were like, we're just going to wait for your video. Like, yes, we're going to write about it, but we're going to wait for your video and write about what you say in the video. Like, basically erase what they saw and only mention what we say in the video. And I just thought that was super cool of them. And like,
it is.
That's something in the industry that I didn't expect, obviously, because I was freaking out for a second. But it's really cool and respectful of them.
We're going to have a conversation after the podcast. Okay. Because I have lots of questions.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get to the voicemails, which you can leave your own. 404-919-5530. Wow.
We're the best.
Yep. That's us. We're going to give you a lovely little treat from today's sponsor.
It's a second.
Today's episode is sponsored by Acorns.
Yay!
April is Financial Literacy Month. That's right. They made a whole month reminding you to finally take control of your money. The good news is you don't need 30 days. Acorns makes it easy to start saving and investing for your future in just 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Substantially less than a month. You don't need to be an expert. Acorns will recommend a diversified portfolio that matches you and your money goals. And you don't even need to be rich, guys. Acorns lets you get started with the spare money you've got on you right now, even if all you have is spare change.
Oh, that's why they call it Acorns. That's really clever.
I know. Seriously, Acorns has never made it easier to dip your toes into the world of financial literacy.
Oh, and my toes are wet on it.
Yeah, you can actually easily learn and start to put money away for your future, guys. Acorns makes it so simple.
Well, don't act like we never gave you nothing, because right now you can sign up and join over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $25 billion with a B dollars with Acorns. All you have to do is head to acorns.com/recyclebin or download the Acorns app to get started. Pay client endorsement, compensation provides incentive deposit that we promote Acorns. Tier 1 compensation provided. That's money. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisors LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/recyclebin. Well, I hope you had a lovely time with that ad break. Go support Acorns at acorns.com/recyclebin or else. You don't understand the pressure we're under.
Yeah.
You'll never understand. You couldn't possibly.
I need to show you something, Jordan.
Okay. Oh, no.
What is this?
Okay, so.
Because there's a note, before we hit voicemails, there is a note in our notes today.
Yes.
Show burn the Wilson. No, sorry, my God. Show burn the Wilson Clash. Oh, Crush. Sorry. What the fuck?
I want to say, to defend my honor, it has nothing to do with what's on the screen.
Does it?
And it has everything to do with, I have no idea. I have forgotten what that meant.
What about him?
You know how sometimes you... Yep, nope.
Is that...
Yep, no. Mm-mm. You know how sometimes, like I said earlier, I don't remember why, but I remember the feeling I had when I wrote it.
Yeah.
I don't know at all what it means, but it must have been important to put in the notes. What I do remember feeling is it was not for Recycle Bin. I thought that I was going to forget to such a degree that I forced it into the Recycle Bin notes that hopefully when I saw it before we recorded, I could show you this thing. That's how bad I wanted you to see it. And now I have no idea what that means. So here's the challenge for you guys this week. If you can decipher what a medicated me meant by show burn the Wilson Crush.
It sounds like a dance.
Please let me know. I would love that.
Is it that clip of Wilson from House getting crushed by a car?
No. But you made me consider that it might be Wilson, but I don't think it is.
Okay. I don't think that clip exists. I just
Didn't
made that
Wilson
up.
own the hospital?
What?
That's not talked about enough.
Wilson didn't own the hospital.
He didn't? Did I make that up?
He was just like the head of oncology.
Oh, I thought eventually we found out after he...
Wait, did he?
After the C word.
Cunt?
Cancer. Somehow cancer is the worst word there.
Yeah. Did he own the hospital?
No, I don't think he did.
Okay. Great content. You just say things and with no follow-up?
When I said it, it felt real. Felt true.
Okay.
I always mean what I say at the time.
Were you a wizard?
Yes.
Like Gandalf? Okay, let's listen to voicemails. That didn't go anywhere.
Let us. We could just go right from the ad break to right here.
Yeah, we could leave all of that out. Nobody would be... Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
This is Ahmad from Michigan.
Ahmad.
I just
From
wanted
Instagram?
to talk about...
Ahmad from Instagram.
He said Michigan.
Ah, same thing.
Maybe if you weren't talking, you could hear him. Continue, Ahmad. I'm so sorry for the
Yep.
Hey, guys. This is Ahmad from
This is a
Michigan.
mess. Stop
I
talking.
just wanted to talk about the Vision Pro for a second.
Oh, good.
Just because I finally wanted to take the plunge and try it, so I went ahead and bought one from a major store, a very large store near my house. And when I got it, it had Vision OS 1.0,
Yep.
which means,
Wow.
gosh, that hasn't been sold since it was released. So I wonder if that's how slow the sales are or even non-existent. I was very surprised, so I just wanted to share that with you guys.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
Keep
what
up
it
the good
means.
work.
It
Thanks,
means
man.
they built it, put it in the box, and it literally went untouched until you bought it.
Yeah, do we know if they actually created like a multiple waves of like manufacturing?
They made
you know what I mean?
500,000 of them and called them a day.
Right. Dude, that's crazy. Like they just been holding on to them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's so strange.
Yep. That is, yeah, it was not flashed with new software. It does not matter.
What, like, honestly, if I was stuck in a room with Tim Cook And I'm not talking about AI Tim Cook. I mean the real guy.
Yeah, same guy, really.
I would have to ask him about, like, so...
What were you thinking?
No, I'd be like, so what's going on? Can we just, like, I won't write nothing about this. I won't tell nobody, but, like, what's up here?
Yeah.
What's up with Vision?
Well,
like Tim.
Have you seen the newest leaks? New cord for the next Vision product came out. It's a lighter titanium-based version of this, so probably not Vision Pro, more Vision, just Apple Vision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really how you feel. I mean
that. Well, we won't know what the hell the plan is until we see that, and because this will be their response to your response, which was to not buy it.
I mean, understandably, it was what $3,500,
something like that.
Yeah.
Gurman put out some article where it was like, this is about Apple Intelligence now. Speaking of failures, about how there's like internal struggle or something, and he put in the article like a look inside at the chaos at Apple or something like that. And John Gruber quote tweeted, said, "Where is the inside part?" And then he was like, "No, seriously, I challenge anyone to pull up a paragraph referencing anything from inside of Apple from this article." And then Wayne Ma, who I know you're not familiar with yet, he writes for The Information.
Okay.
If you want to talk about the most prolific, accurate Apple leaker, it's secretly Wayne Ma from The Information, and it is not close. He is never wrong. He gave you remember that old sketch of the Vision Pro?
Oh, yeah.
Came out 4 years before the fucking thing launched? Wayne Ma.
Yeah, wow.
And it to a T.
Yeah.
Like, the guy is incredible. He knows everything that he has ever said is just true. So he put out an article naming names, like actual details.
There you go.
About the chaos and Craig freaking out and like this people moving positions and
now that's good. That's some
and
good
like
shit.
internal meeting notes and like Wayne Ma is the greatest of all time.
You know what? You don't need to box Gurman. John Gruber needs to box Gurman.
What if it's a handicap match?
Neither of them are handicapped.
You know what I mean.
I actually don't.
Handicap match. You don't know what that means?
What did I?
It's 2-on-1.
What, both of you guys against
Gurman? Yeah.
Each one of you take a fist?
Yeah.
Like, what
basically. No, we just take turns.
Oh.
Beating them up.
That doesn't sound like a boxing
Gruber
match.
would do it with me. It's not. It's a wrestling match. But,
that just sounds like you would go beat up Mark Gurman in the middle of a ring.
But don't worry, Mark. Wrestling isn't real. Remember?
Yeah.
He probably laughs at us for watching WWE because it's not NBA where it's real life and definitely not rigged.
I don't know if it's rigged, but I mean,
you said it, not me.
What? Okay, moving on. You're a mess.
This is no one should watch this show.
Everybody should, actually.
It's a shame that it's growing and
Hey,
more people are
Jordan
watching
Byrne. It's Nicholas from Missouri calling to ask regarding the latest iOS 19 video leak. Is the Photos app going to be retconned back to what it looked like prior to iOS 18 when Apple messed it up? Curious to see if you have all seen a build on this. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Thanks,
You
Nicholas.
are an evil man.
I wonder
and
if
you know exactly why you're an evil man. Now, why would you include that voicemail?
I thought he was doing a voice.
Why would you include that voicemail with what you know? Evil man.
We can just leave it at that.
I would like to say
we can just like
it will not be retconned. It'll be what's bad.
I think you just say that. I think you just
Does
said
retcon mean go back?
Retcon means return.
Yep. Nope. It's not going to return.
Okay. Let's move on.
Take that for what you want with it.
This one's from Paul.
Okay.
Thanks, Nicholas, by the way. I don't think you're doing a voice, but the Missouri is flowing through you.
Yeah, it is. I can hear it through his Missourian veins.
I talked to a lady from Georgia the other day.
Okay.
It felt like I was just talking to Frank from House of Cards, like Kevin Spacey's character.
Yeah. Glorious show. Absolutely fucking tainted.
It was
and ruined.
lovely. It was lovely.
Kevin, why?
She was throwing on like 3 or 4 different syllables to like words that I already had them.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
I love, man. Hey, anybody who has an interesting accent or they're from a region with a thick accent, like I'm talking
Call in.
I'm talking to you, my Welshman, my Scots, my Irish countrymen, if we have any of you. Give it, or anybody with a Cockney accent, call in. Or tell you what, if you just want to do an accent, go for it.
Do you think
bro.
we have viewers from literally every country? Or do you think there's a country where just not a soul?
I haven't heard anybody from like Finland.
I don't think I have either.
Well, there you go.
All right, Finland.
Paul's been waiting.
It's your turn.
Come on, Paul.
Hey, Jern and Burn. This is Paul from Arizona. I just wanted to echo your thoughts on the bugginess of the recent iPhones. I had a launch day iPhone 16 Pro.
Everybody's coming out of the
That
woodwork
thing was
now.
a mess. It was terrible. I had all the issues you guys are talking about. I took it to the Apple store, and they replaced the phone, and the new one has not had like any problems at all. What? So I just wondered if you guys
That's
had
crazy.
considered that or getting a replacement phone to see if you're still getting the same bugs. Thanks.
Why is that how that works?
That's a great question, Paul. And no, I haven't considered that at all.
Okay, here's a question. Did you have a more up-to-date version of iOS than the newer phone had? Like, was that an old... It could literally be... The explanation could be it's just a different version, newer or older.
Well, he did say that this was launch, so he probably...
Yeah, but most people, when the software update is the first thing they do before they even use the phone, you know?
My point, the phone has been launched for a while. I'm sure that he settled into the new phone with all the updates, and it's good, is what he's probably saying.
Interesting.
If that's the case, nope, haven't even thought of that.
I'm having an issue where the last couple of days, when you tap an app, at first, it used to be much slower, but now it just shows the logo of the app for a second before it loads into the whole app.
It does?
Like when you open the TikTok logo, there's like a boot screen. There's a black... I mean, not when it's already open, but if you force close TikTok...
I need to test this.
Yeah.
Any... Like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Every app is stuck on that. Like it just does not open.
That's fun.
And then it gets stuck like that, and then the entire screen stops responding. Like I cannot get out of it until I do like a hard reset. And I just want someone at that company to care a little bit.
I think it's gotten away.
How is this possible?
It's gotten away from him. I got a new one. I created a new bookmark, like a new favorite in Safari, and it wiped out the rest of mine. It completely got rid of the rest of my bookmarks. Jesus. And then now none of my bookmarked or like favorited whatever sites have like working thumbnails for the favorites. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So
just letters that Apple put there?
Yes, it's like the default, and they're not coming back. So I don't know.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I
kind of wish I wish there was a protocol where you could, I guess it's called returning a phone, but I wish I could go back to Apple and be like, can you just give me a 15? I'll give you this. I'm taking the L.
I'll take a 13.
Just give me the 15. Give me an older device at this point. I'm like...
I forget who reported the story, but it came out that during WWDC last year, when they were showing off, what's it called? Personal Context.
Yeah.
The Siri where she's personally
supposed
aware.
To be useful, yeah.
The Siri engineers, they found out for the first time.
That's some Steve Jobs first iPhone shit right there.
Yeah, like the way we make mock-ups of stuff is just like After Effects and Figma and stuff. Apple's literally doing that. They're just showing you a concept of what it's going to do, and the people that are supposed to build it are like, we don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I love that idea.
Internally, it works 2/3 of the time, but they haven't. The person that reported it, they haven't said two out of 3 times doing what. Like during what queries, during what feature,
All
it's like
them. Every time.
A third of the time not working is a bit high.
2/3 of the time it works every time.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right, we got one from.
I heard a saying the other day that was, "I'm not always right, but I'm never wrong," and I can't understand what that means.
All right, Pern coming at you.
Are you not going to help me make sense
I
of that?
don't fucking know.
It sounded so
philosophically.
Yeah, but I think I'm just looking too far into it.
Yeah, I think
I'm
sounds like it was
not
funny.
always right, but I'm never wrong.
Sounds like he just doesn't say anything if it's going to be wrong.
I'm not always right, but I'm never wrong.
Okay, next voicemail coming at you from Pern.
Burn. It's Peter from Vegas.
What's up,
You can call
Peter?
me Pern. Hey, I was calling. I'm so excited that Burn knows what SCPs are.
Yeah,
and
dude.
Creepypastas.
Me too!
Do you guys watch Creepcast? That's my favorite show. Anyways, I think it'd be really exciting if you can take Jern down the rabbit hole and kind of like show him what it is.
That's pretty fun.
Kind of give him something to go over. It'd be
Yeah.
really fun to see him freak out over scary stories.
Creepcast?
All right, guys. Later. Thanks.
Thanks,
Bye.
Pern.
I've never heard of that either. It sounds like a fun show, though. I'm going to look into it. But yeah,
What if every caller that calls in, we change their name to sound like ours, and then we never accept another call unless they refer to, like, they have to call in character.
Dude, so far, we got quite a few.
Yeah.
I'm appreciating it. Yeah, you know what SCP and all that stuff is, because
I don't know
like
what Creepcast is.
me either. But I discovered that when we were like living together.
Yeah.
was-
It's horrific.
Yeah, the
We
scary
did a
stuff.
game time of one of them.
Oh yeah, it was like the staircase.
I'm
SCP.
scared,
Do
or-
you remember
no.
the staircase going down the infinite staircase? We did it.
I just remember the
This is
fluff
old.
ball standing in the corner.
the
the,
fluff
like-
ball. Yeah, no, that was
The like mannequin stuffed with.
Oh yeah, dude. It wasn't a mannequin. It was like a really disgusting thing made of like rebar. It was an
Yeah.
SCP, and if you blinked, if you looked
Yeah.
away, it would snap your neck. I forget I haven't read them in a while.
What's
but
wrong with the world?
I love SCP stuff. If you
Why?
guys don't
Tell
know,
me. Explain why.
it's just like it's spooky. What?
You like being spooked?
Yeah, look at you with the space stuff. What's the difference?
That's real,
Oh,
dude.
I opened a can of worms with that.
Space is real. You can't.
it?
You can ignore reality, but you cannot ignore the consequences of reality.
You know, you just throwing quotes out today. Who's that by?
The SCP. I don't know. The SCP stuff is not real.
You sure?
It's there literally just to hurt me.
But they're spooky and fun.
No, they're not fun.
For anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, SCP, it's like it's a sort of community-driven horror short story type
Horror.
thing. You can look it up. It's great. The SCP Foundation. It's a whole wiki
What does it
page.
stand for? Super.
Secure, contain, and protect.
Oh.
It's like, imagine if there was a shadow government organization creating or like handling all sorts of paranormal stuff. It's just fun. I don't know. You made me so loud. Why do you do this when I start talking? You get bored? Is that what's going on?
I don't know. I just have a problem.
We just talked. Can you fix me?
Yeah, just turn you down. That's
you.
all.
Well, I didn't know where I was.
This can go really loud. I can hear my
Yeah,
organs.
I know.
It's all the way up.
Okay.
I've already done it to myself.
Yeah, you always do this when I start talking. You get bored and then you start doing this. You start looking around.
You think I could do the whole show like this?
No.
You should turn it all the way up just to know.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'd rather not.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, maybe you should fix it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Pern.
Thanks, Pern.
Yeah, Vegas, huh? Front row seats to WrestleMania 41, baby.
You think he's going?
Hopefully.
Pern.
I wish I could go.
If you're there, make sure you put Pern on a sign so we see it.
Okay. I'm just throwing this out there. If we have any wrestling fans who are gonna be going to WrestleMania, send us voicemails of like how it go, like what of your experience. I just want to know.
Oh, I thought you
man.
were going to tell him to put recycle bin on a sign.
We may need to do this. I just came up with this idea. We need a recycle bin Twitter.
There's one already.
Okay, well, great.
Recycle bin cast.
We're ahead of it.
Yeah.
We need to have. You have access to it?
Yes.
I gotta. Come on. You guys know I have to check with him if he has access to things. You can't trust John Prosser blindly. There it is. Okay.
Recycle bin cast.
Hey, if anybody.
There are 0 tweets.
Yeah. If anybody is gonna be WrestleMania centric, doing that stuff, or if you just want to send weird shit, tweet at RecycleBinCast.
Yeah, do that.
Send photos, send weird shit, whatever you want.
Join and Burn Return, available on all your favorite podcast apps.
Yeah, but prioritize the wrestling stuff.
Yeah, it's basically only a wrestling account.
Yeah, that's what my Twitter is now.
Nice little banner.
It's cute.
Yeah.
All right,
Link down in the show notes, maybe if I remember.
Another voicemail coming at you.
Hey, Jordan Byrne.
Hang on, pause
this
it.
is Ren from Miami.
It's Vern.
You should. There's no tweets. You should post the first tweet live so that when they go there,
That's crazy.
They saw you write it.
Okay. Let's listen, because I already know these. So
Okay.
let's listen, and you can go for it.
Hey, Jordan Byrne. This is Ren from Miami again.
What
I know
up?
you guys are thankfully doing leaks again. Are you going to bring back the I have ascended bit? We miss it. Also, what is the perfect sandwich? Free food in Miami offer still stands.
Thanks, man. We got to pick up a Cubano.
Perfect
from
sandwich.
The perfect sandwich?
Yeah,
This is a great segue, but continue. I'd love to hear your
I'm
opinion.
not crazy about sandwiches. I like sandwiches and I will eat them, but there's not. When you say favorite sandwich, I don't have one.
I mean, so we're on the same page. A sub is a
Yeah, but I don't have a
sandwich?
favorite sub. I don't think
You do!
I,
You order it every time we go to Jimmy John's.
Yeah, every time we go to Jimmy John's.
That's not your
But I haven't
favorite?
ordered when we go to Jersey Mike's. I haven't ordered when we go to Subway.
But
They're vastly different.
From that,
Subway
you could,
has a elite chicken bacon ranch sandwich. That's what
that
it's
can't
called.
be good.
And it's good. Yeah, it's good. Anyway,
Anyway,
yeah, I don't have all sandwiches are good. I don't have a special one.
oh wow, okay. Make us. We're trying to get a selfie here.
Okay, just stretch it out.
I can't go that far. Perfect. Great. Oh, what? Well, okay, hang on.
Did you get it?
Well, okay, hang on. Favorite sandwich. Okay, first of all, the best sandwich.
Jimmy John's number 16. Jersey Mike's, Mike's
That's a number 21.
number 21. Mike's Way.
Club Supreme. That's very good.
At Subway, the
Yeah.
elite chicken bacon ranch.
I think the best sandwich is the not Jersey Mike's, Jimmy John's Italian nightclub.
Really? That's the best sandwich of all sandwiches.
It's pretty all inclusive.
Have you had a BLT? They're kind of crazy.
It's fine. Not enough actual meat. Bacon is.
Why? Who said sandwiches have to have meat?
Come on.
It's wonderful
What are
and
we-
light.
we're all adults here.
It's a great lunch.
Speaking of sandwiches,
Are you going to post the fucking tweet so we can go carry on with the show?
yeah, I don't know why it's here. You take care of this. I've lost interest.
Use GIF. Sure. Who
Try-
gives a fuck, bro?
I got to have Jimmy John's toasted hot sandwiches.
You only get to tweet from this account for the first time one time, and that's what you picked. He fucking wrote, "This is now a thing."
Did you tweet it?
No, you should write something that literally only if you saw this,
Oh,
like an inside joke.
go ahead.
I can't.
Oh, it's hard, isn't it?
No, I gave it to you. I fucking know it.
Okay, well, I got it.
Hang it. No, I got it.
Oh, do you got
you
it?
put it on me.
We're gonna fight now. This is how we fight.
Only they will know what the fuck that means.
Wilson Crush. No, but dude, that is the most unhinged thing I've ever seen you tweet.
I would have never believed when I wrote that. Like, dude, if you showed me that and then that tweet, I would have been so confused. How does it get there? What the fuck is a Wilson Crush?
I had a hot
that is
toasted
insane.
Jimmy John sandwich.
Is it good?
No. No, it wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. It was worse than the cold ones. Okay, for audio listeners, if you're so confused, this is a podcast. You're just slamming your phone on the table.
I'm yeeting it.
You
It's got
really
a case
were.
on it, so hopefully that's fine.
ESR case.
ESR.
Dude.
Yeah, what a great endorsement.
Unironically, I get so many comments.
Hang on, let me make sure it's ESR.
Yeah, it is. I get so many good
You know,
comments
because they have the camera.
on my ESR cases. I mean, they did sponsor
Yeah,
a lot of our videos, but
most of them.
they're pretty good cases. And
They're
they're like,
excellent cases.
I was going to say they're dirt cheap. That makes it sound like they're like poorly made. They aren't at all.
No, it more so just doesn't make any sense when you have them. Like, they send it to us for free. Zero
Yeah.
context. We have no idea the price. And we're like, wow, these are really good. They've got to be like $50. They're not.
They were like $12.
Yeah.
Very few cases have a proper working camera control button.
Yeah.
I hate the ones with a cutout.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't.
Yeah, this one has it
honestly,
too. Very good.
when I'm watching Succession, new show I'm into, by the way. Don't spoil it. I hold it like this because the camera guard little kicky stand.
There was a
do one of these.
What a tragedy to watch a show like that on a fucking telephone.
Well, when I put my kid to bed and he's running around the room, I'm sitting in his bed waiting for him to fall asleep.
Fun inside fact. I don't even know if you know this.
Keeping them on the inside fact.
You know it. That would have been a good tweet too. In like 2018 or 2019, ESR sponsored us for the first time, and they were new.
Oh.
All they made were iPad cases at the time.
Okay.
Shout out Farouk. He's the one that he was our contact at the time.
Okay.
We weren't represented by an agency or anything or had managers, so he just talked to me.
And wow, I can't believe he decided to go with us after just talking to you.
First deal was $300.
Damn.
To promote their iPad cases. And then next thing you know, they're like innovating.
Yeah.
Like with their cooling tech and their wireless chargers.
I
and
use the cooling MagSafe charger dock.
Yeah.
Bedside thingy.
That's crazy.
Literally every night.
Yeah.
Dude,
nuts.
Crazy. Yeah. No.
Shout out ESR. By the way, they did not pay for this spot.
No. We just really like them.
We might have to get in contact with them.
Yeah. Maybe they'll be our first title sponsor for Recycle Bin. But okay, one last voicemail. And it's from, can you guess? No, Tyler.
Who's Tyler?
Hey guys,
This flat earth
Tyler from California.
Oh.
No, it's clearly not the fittest flat earther.
What's up, Turn?
Just giving you a quick call. Wanted to know if you also have anybody in your family who just refuses
I don't
to
have
just get
anyone in my family.
an iPhone, but will
Thank you for the comment.
It's funny because they're dead.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not funny that they're dead. My joke is funny. Okay. Don't fucking judge me for how I
So
cope.
he said, do you have anybody in your family who refuses to use an iPhone? And now we resume. Wait.
purchase a $200 Android phone every 4 months because they break and are always complaining about their phone and are always complaining about the quality of the photos and everything else. Meanwhile, my wife and I have been using a freaking iPhone 14 for like 3 years now. No problems, no issues whatsoever, no need to upgrade. It's worth it to invest a little extra chunk of money as opposed to investing smaller chunks of money that add up to one big chunk of money.
He's correct.
Do you have anyone in your life like that? Does it also bring you terrible angst and misery? Just kidding. It's not that bad. Okay, bye.
Thanks for the call,
Thanks,
Turn.
Tyler.
Turn.
Dude, it sounds like he's doing this, like, hey guys. Like, it's not, he's got to be doing a voice.
You think he's nervous?
No.
I would be.
There's only like 20 people who listen to this. I'm kidding. There's more
At
than that.
least.
Yeah.
I'd be
Guaranteed
nervous.
20.
I'd be nervous. If I had to say something in a room full of 20 people, I'd be nervous.
Yeah. No, I have those people. It's weird. That's a good voicemail. It's a good question because I don't know how it happened. Where are you going?
Just keep talking.
Apple has such a weird negative reputation for a lot of things. And like a lot of that negative bias is so outdated, in my opinion, because maybe it's just bad value proposition from some end. I don't know. But even a cheap iPhone is probably going to do you better than a equivalently priced random Android phone. Like if you picked up an iPhone for $200 from somebody, John just put the urn containing his mom on the desk.
I got some questions for him. Sorry, did you finish what you were saying?
I think. Kind of hard to... Nice to see you.
Why don't you use Android? What's the question? Why do you buy cheap Android phones? Why don't you use iPhones?
I don't think she feels that strongly about this question.
I heard her actually whisper from the grave, and she said, "Never heard of an iPhone."
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that?
That tracks.
Yep.
Wow.
This is our first podcast appearance. That's pretty crazy. Congratulations.
Good job.
When you kicked the bucket, podcasts weren't even a thing, I don't think.
I think they were.
Were they?
I listen to a podcast for fun sometimes that was recorded in like 2007.
Oh, yeah, she was gone the next year or so. Oh, so she did see the iPhone.
Yeah.
The first one.
You really derailed the podcast a little bit.
How?
How?
Isn't it pretty?
It's very pretty.
Audio listeners, my mother's on the table. She's in a green urn with marble around her. I dug her out of the ground at one point.
I don't know where to take this.
She died, obviously. That's how she got in here.
Oh, I thought it was like a Pokeball. She's just in there.
I wish. Hang on, let's try it. No, I'm kidding. I would never, maybe. As a funny joke. If more than 20 people watched it, I might have committed that joke.
That's a horrific joke.
But you made it. You set me up to follow through.
Yeah, you're right. It's my fault.
I feel like now I regret what I said, but now I'm too far in and I must continue. She perished. A year later, my dad perished on purpose.
Dude. I can't with this podcast.
But
what are we doing?
But oh fucking hell. But before he perished, he thought it was a good idea to bury her in the backyard with make her a garden. We tore out a tree from the backyard, and when we were gone one time, he built the whole garden himself while incredibly intoxicated. The garden had rocks around it in the shape of a heart if you looked from an aerial view, and there was a statue of an angel. Mm-hmm. And he said he put her under that, which is a beautiful thought. And then he also perished. Mm-hmm. And we had to move out of that house. And I was like, well, I'm not, she's obviously.
Yeah.
And my grandpa was the next to go, and he specifically requested to have some of her, his daughter, with him when he went.
Yeah.
And he went. And turns out, can't give a piece of her to him when she is in the ground.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, easy peasy. Let me go get her. She's under the angel statue. Nope, she wasn't. It was rainy and stormy and muddy, and I couldn't use a shovel because I didn't want to straight through her. She was not in this. She was in something much more fragile.
Yeah.
And I had to dig for hours on my hands and knees in the mud with my hands to find her, and I did. And now she is in a beautiful house.
Yeah. It's very nice.
It's tragic, really. But that is how the cookie crumbles. Wow.
All right.
If you stayed this long to the end of Recycle Bin, you just got... I've been doing this for over a decade and never said any of that.
You've been doing this for over a decade, too.
Oh, yeah.
Just spiking her on people. Just like bringing it up.
How many years will it have been? 16? Is it 16 years since she's... she's no longer with us?
Close enough on 17, yeah.
Oh, God. I was 14 when she died, so she has been dead longer than I had her. Oh, when you say it, you know.
I feel like we should stop.
Go hug your moms.
That's a good one, yeah. I feel like we should stop the podcast.
Why?
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
Do we have another voicemail?
That's it.
How could you, exactly, how could you possibly follow up? What was his name? Turn?
Tyler, but yeah.
Yeah, Turn.
Is that did you say did you say turn and think earn? Is that what happened? I always like to try to figure out your logic.
No, he asked if any of our family, and I said I don't have any family.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, I could do a joke where I brought her down and put the mic in front of her and asked her if she has why she doesn't use iPhones. And then she doesn't respond, and it's ha ha ha.
That was good.
Morbid and funny, but it spiraled. That's the thing. That's the beautiful thing about this show.
Uh-huh.
If he had not called in, none of this happens.
That's true.
It's like you guys can call in, and what our brains do with any of that is
nobody's business. It's a surprise every time.
Like this is, if you are an avid Recycle Bin fan and you continue watching somehow after this is going to be a core Recycle Bin lore memory.
Yeah.
All because Turn called in. Oh, no. Is he going on the board on
Yeah.
the TV? We saw your complaints, by the way. Post-it notes are still on the TV. They're just placed respectfully.
All right, hang on. I got it. I mean, do you want to do it, or is it okay if I do it? All right.
Be my guest. He's writing turn on the... By the way, recyclebinpodcast.com. Audio listeners, if you want to see the show and meet my mom, that's where you'll find her. Oh, well, that's another funny thing. My mom's name is Donna, and so is yours.
That is crazy. Is that cool?
That's not just came out of my notes. Yeah.
All right, turn. You're going up.
He wrote turn and drew an urn.
Just for context.
Just so you never forget who did that.
Yep.
Do you think there's going to be a point where we don't see the TV anymore and it's just all Post-it notes?
I hope so.
Do you think this is a bad idea?
Nah.
I'm really torn because
There are
I
no
saw,
bad
I saw an
ideas.
episode of the show of Recycle Bin, like an earlier episode. Was like, wow, it looks really clean. Wonder why? And I realized because there was no Post-it notes on the TV, and I was like, wow, we should go back to that. It looks better. And then I was like, but are we at a point now where if we took that away, it would be problematic?
We need like a whiteboard. You know, we need something. We need an auxiliary surface that we can go. What if we had something we could go? Like pull it down.
Oh, I'm glad you had a better idea. I was thinking whiteboard on a rope that we have that we have to go like this to lower it.
It's squeaky.
Yeah. To put their names on. That's a fucking. We're gonna do that. That's a hilarious bit.
Oh, good.
Our TV gets to stay clean, and you get to make it on the board. And when you get, it'll be like a ceremony. We can have a theme song when you get added to the board, where as it's coming down. Yep. Like a ladder match.
Yeah. There you go.
Anyway,
Wow. Is that the end of the episode? Oh, hey, before we end.
everything ends, Burn.
Before we end, small snippets. Are you excited for WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's going to be good. I'm excited.
I'm.
The match is going to be good.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm excited to see if Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair just stab each other.
They might.
They might. They've been shooting from the hip.
You know how it's going to work? That belt's going straight to Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yep. But then the good news is, because there's always good news, then you get to watch Tiffany climb her way back up, and then you'll like Tiffany more by the time you're done with the story.
Okay.
You get to watch her, because it's not like people didn't care about Tiffany, but something was missing. You know,
Yeah.
She wasn't.
The
We haven't
spice.
seen her suffer enough. So now she's going to lose the belt, go through some turmoil, feel bad about herself, collect herself, come back, and take what is rightfully hers from the mean old witch.
Did you just talk about your story? Mm-hmm. Is Gurman your old witch?
Yeah, the mean old witch. I'm back. He beat me at Mania in 2021, and I've been on injury since.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look forward to Recycle Bin
Are
Mania.
you excited? You didn't answer.
I
the
did.
Oh,
Were you just not listening?
do you think she is?
Your mom?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think she is.
Okay.
I think so. Donna?
Donna.
Okay.
It is really weird that we're best friends. Your mom her name is Donna, and my mom's name is Donna.
It is weird. A similar naming
You're
conventions.
just still around though. That's really cool. She kicking and healthy.
She is. Going to
Healthy
karaoke
and-
every Wednesday. Getting shwasted on a light beer.
Oh man.
To be old.
What blinked? Something blinked. That
Was
means
he-
it's time to go.
Was it you?
Did you
Did
see
you
light
blink? No, I didn't, but I could be wrong. Why is this podcast so hard to end?
Because how do you end a good thing?
That's what I'm saying. Probably like this.